All right, we are back. Let's go ahead and get some more exploration of this area in. All right, so Solas, you have not detected any traps so far.
Well, while they are figuring out how to open those doors, I will go check the last room
Okay.
up here.
Okay. So inside there, that is clearly a kitchen and pantry. There's like stoves, ovens, things of that nature. There's a scattering of bones everywhere, some bits of clothing remaining, uh, but nothing else of particular value that you see in there. Obviously, the food is all rotted away, but it does look like the ovens and things of that nature can still function.
You not got any salt?
Yeah, you could probably find some salt in there if you want.
Just wondered, that was all.
So this work out
Okay.
for the lizard people.
We can use this as a campsite, potentially. If we don't
Suppose
mind
so.
sleeping with the dead.
Yeah, if our ship is not too far away.
All right, so
Yeah, well, I will mention that I haven't found any traps from any of the areas that are open to us.
All right. In that case, let's go through room by room and search them.
There are still those 4 doors that are locked
Locked or
or swollen
full,
shut.
slight difference. Okay.
Should
I
we-
say go counterclockwise and just kind of take it from there.
Should we search first before we?
I would rather that we open the doors since I still have the find traps active for some time.
Let's do it counterclockwise, and I'll start with this one here, Old.
okay.
Since I presume we haven't spent 30 minutes doing this.
All right.
Gun in hand and stone in the other.
Let me just double check something. Hold on. Okay, so you are just trying to bash the door open, basically?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, the door fairly easily smashes open under your attempt. The room itself is dominated by a very large bed in the far end of the room. It's pretty intact. Obviously, the sheets and everything would need to be replaced, but the wooden frame itself appears to be intact. And you can see the bones of a dwarf are lying on top of it. There's other furniture that's in pretty good shape, intact, and but you'd have to look around a little bit more too, and actually go into the room to see more.
Perhaps. I'll step aside for Solas to look.
I will, if there doesn't seem to be traps in the area that I can see from the door, I will step in the. Basically,
You have to go into to
yeah.
do more detection.
Can Braxon see the bed from back here?
No,
Uh,
it's around the
And
corner.
I'm still covering my face with cloth, so I don't get any spores.
You know
or-
what? Lafdul's going to start training Brax. He's going to leave like a copper coin under his bed every night or something. He keeps checking it. If I can train him to do that, just think what I can get Braxon to do.
You are not detecting any traps, Solus, and nothing is moving. This area is deathly quiet right now. The only sounds that you're hearing are your own movements.
Well,
you're getting a better look at what's in that chamber now that you've stepped inside. You can see on one wall is an ornate axe. It looks like it has gold and silver filigree and inset with some sort of red stones.
Okay.
And on a stand beneath it is a set of ornate plate armor.
Mm-hmm.
The rest of the furniture is in surprisingly decent shape. All the upholstery is rotted away, but the armoires and tables and chairs do appear to be relatively intact.
Made out of wood.
Yeah.
Okay. I will relay the information to Higgimus and whoever is close enough to hear it.
Right, so we're just doing doors right now, right?
Yeah, we are just going through these doors since my spell is still active.
All right, I'm gonna ask Ockar if he can step aside for a moment. I'm gonna try to open that other door.
Okay, I'll move behind Leva.
That was now the meat shield for Ockar and his crossbows.
No, I'm switching back to the action shield. I'm just letting him get to the door.
Okay.
Nice.
Not lying if it's true.
That door easily smashes open under your attempt. This is clearly another bedroom, child's bedroom. However, it looks like it was unused. There's really no personal effects in there. The furniture's in decent shape, but of course all the upholstery has rotted away.
Oh, is there like a crib in here? As in they were expecting a child?
No.
I'm guessing no traps.
No,
Another
and you're not
bed.
detecting any traps.
Okay.
It's a child-sized bed.
It's like a
So-
teeth thing.
Next will be the doors above me here.
Okay. Okay. Once again, the doors easily smash open under your attempt. That chamber itself is clearly a set of baths. There's a pair of large bathtubs, some tables with porcelain pots and plates for holding water for washing, some things like combs and small hand mirrors are scattered on some of the
Is there any kind of
Some
like
tap.
engravings?
platforms. No, the walls themselves are not engraved, but there are
What
the
about
rotting
the-
remains of paintings and tapestries.
Wow. What about the ceramics?
The ceramics
Yeah.
are nice, but they do not look dwarven make.
Oh. The imported stuff? The knave? Well, I suppose it'd be hard to get clean.
I'm guessing no traps.
Nope, no traps, and looks like some of the personal items like combs and stuff like that might be worth a little something if they're sold.
Okay. Well, there were mirrors that might be usable for spell casting.
All right.
Oh,
try
don't
the door here.
lightning bolts reflect off mirrors and stuff. Fancy stuff.
I don't know if Roll20 is gonna let me.
You're
Says it's-
okay.
Well, that one's easy to do.
Yeah, that door easily smashes open. It looks like once you smash it open, the other side was pretty heavily rotted from some sort of fungal growth, although that's all dead now.
Thank goodness.
Does the fungal growth look like it's coming from above?
Well, it's all dead now, so it's hard to say.
Is it more
But
dense
this-
above than below?
It's hard to say. At this point, it's kind of turned into a coating of dust-like substance. You're not detecting any traps in there, Solas, but
Okay.
clearly some sort of blast occurred in there, a non-fiery blast, which has destroyed Pretty much
Can
all the
I-
furniture in there.
Can I see where the blast originated? What was the basically where the explosive was?
That is not possible to determine at this point in time.
Okay.
Where? Sorry, there's a blast wave somewhere in here.
There was.
Where?
A couple of these rooms, multiple rooms.
The
I will
room,
cast-
room under you, the library room had blast, and this room also had blast.
Is there one with bones in it? Because I will cast foot capture in a room where there are bones and a blast.
The
I-
child's bedroom had bones.
But there wasn't a blast there, was there?
Yes, there was.
Oh, sorry.
All right, so I'm gonna ask Roger to basically I'm gonna word out. Are there any kind of like words that indicate beholder in Dwarven or gasp or something? This is my running thought.
She mentions a few words to you, but she tells you those are normal dwarven words. I don't know what they'd be in Duergar.
Oh,
I mean, they might be similar.
So what's the difference between the two languages?
it's like uncommon. Then.
Many centuries, maybe millennia of divergence.
Yeah. The likelihood of me being able to understand the language is like nil.
But it's still got the same common root language, right?
Well, yeah, but I mean,
But it would be really hard to understand since even
I would have
similar sounding word might mean a completely different thing.
English
would
and
have-
Hittite have the same roots too. But
Yeah.
I'm not gonna do that. Thinking about it is kind of.
I mean, Finnish and Estonia are really closely related, but still it would be really hard for either of us to understand without learning the other language.
so you could try. I mean, it's up to you. Lafdul?
No. I mean, because I've got to speak it out phonetically, which I don't think Lafdul's. Is he capable of doing it?
I mean, you're capable of trying.
Oh, why not? That's what spells are for. All right, I'll do that over there. I get Roger to be nearby so she can hear me. If I try to word out a word, or I ask Solas and Leva to see if they can.
I mean, you speak Dwarven, right?
I speak Dwarven.
Yeah.
It's kind of like theory crafting a word.
All right.
I get our minds together.
All right, she's in the room.
Well, Solas doesn't speak Dwarven, so
Oh, you don't?
no.
Oh, I thought we all spoke Dwarven. All right, yeah,
I speak Old Wyrmish.
I cast full capture here.
Oh,
There's some-
Wormish.
Yeah,
I'm.
Söt as leva.
the original language of dragons.
So there was an
Fancy.
explosion here, and there was
Is that like
bones.
somebody nowadays learning how to speak Latin?
Sort of. All right, so you're gonna cast thought capture in there, Lafdul?
Yeah, this room had like an explosion in it. So the bones look like. they've
Now
been
that you've
pushed.
looked at the other two rooms, yes, you can recognize that has happened in here.
Yeah, all right. So I'm just, even though I don't know what my foot capture is going to get, but I'm trying to guess that big round object or something.
Okay.
I guess that's what I'm trying to focus on.
All right. So
What are common words for like big round spherical objects? Yeah, so I get her to run me through. So maybe it's easier.
you
for me to
know
translate.
you speak Dwarven.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
I keep forgetting that. All right, I cast.
And,
All right.
A good chunk of us speak Dwarven. It's funny.
So Lafdul, you get a thought that you can't translate it, but based on the tone and everything like that, it's pretty clearly a child playing with a toy.
Oh. Oh well. So
that's nice.
that's a nice foot for a chase, not a horrible death. Not yet, anyway.
Give me a healing
oh.
proficiency check.
Me?
Yes.
Oh. Okay. Hang on, I'm on the hilt Delphi for some reason. It's Lafdul.
Do you know what the toy was?
No, he can't make that out.
Was it?
It's just got kind of like a. It's clearly a female voice as well, young girl,
Oh,
and
was that relevant?
yeah. So you can clearly tell now that the bones in this room, definitely a dwarven child's bones, and you're pretty sure that they were dead before the explosion took place.
Oh. Alright.
I will collect some of that dead spores and such to later study.
Okay.
Yeah, I'd run that by Solas to check to see if there's anything remaining of that lizard beholder ship thing. You know, see where those things exploded. There might be some spores around somewhere. There were gas spores on it. I'll see if you can run it by, see if it's the same thing.
Given that these are dead, it's probably a little bit too difficult to tell.
No, but we might, if there are any remains on the ship, then we might have something to know what to look for. Even though these are now dead.
Okay.
Yeah, unfortunately, I only got memories of a child. It's a nice fault now.
And I'm going to be casting Detect Magic and going through these rooms
Okay.
in same order.
All right. You do not detect any magic in any of the chambers. The axe and the armor are not magical.
Okay.
Can Braxon start checking under the beds?
You absolutely can check under the bed. You do realize that the beds would need to be disassembled in order to be removed from the rooms. They were clearly built in these rooms rather than moved into them.
Oh, yeah. No, he doesn't want to take the bed.
Well, but you're looking under the bed, so you're realizing based on the fact that you're also a carpenter.
Oh, I see. Yeah.
Is it too... Could I fit under if I'm smaller than Braxon?
You can look under the beds, sure. That was some extra information that just he's looking under the beds and he's like, oh, you know what? Clearly these were built in place because I wouldn't be able to get these out of the rooms through the doors.
Yeah, and
Continue to
all
look
did
under the
say
bed kind
that
of thing.
they are
They
still...
got them from IKEA.
all
Assembling
did
room.
say that those beds are and furniture are in still
They come from
relatively good condition.
Don't break character. It's IKEA space.
Oh, yeah.
So you do not detect any magic in any of the chambers.
Okay, I will notify rest of the party. Those furniture, you said that they were in good condition. Would they be of some value then?
Perhaps
If restored.
you would want to have someone with appraisal take a look at them.
Don't we have, doesn't
I will look.
Basil have
I will look.
appraisal?
Get a rough idea. Wherever they are.
So, Lafdul, you just want to go through the rooms and take a look?
Yeah, get a rough idea for prices, values. What's
Um,
worth taking, what's not.
it's probably. I mean, a lot of the furniture is would be worth some money.
Are we talking hundreds of guild, less than hundreds?
Hundreds in total, probably. The big thing is that a lot of it probably wouldn't be worth your time and money to repair and clean up.
But we can basically sell them to the lizard folk.
Oh, we found some beds up here. Yeah, we've claimed them. Do you want them? You can buy them off us.
Well, basically, we have claimed them by right of conquest of this floor.
Yeah, we should have hired ourselves out as like.
If we're not going to carry them off, then we should just leave them.
Yeah.
Carry what off?
The beds. Or
Yeah.
What about the paintings?
We
Paintings
can
are
take the
tagged.
paintings.
Paintings are tagged. I guess we need to go through and do like a search of everything in these rooms.
Yeah,
Yeah.
do like proper searches.
Check for a secret compartments and such.
Okay.
Let's spend the rest of our day here up here.
Yeah, since people
go
people
through search of all these rooms.
They are quite nice beds, though, aren't they?
And we can like put all the bodies together or something and do like a burial or something.
All right, you do not find any secret compartments in any of the chambers or furniture.
Solas spends most of his time trying to salvage any scrap of knowledge from the library.
The rest of the party begins to worry about your sanity as you make more and more distressing sounds every time the remains of a book disintegrates under your fingers.
Tears coming from my eyes as a stream.
Was there
We're
any
still-
gems or stuff like that
There was the
in the
axe.
furniture? Okay.
Axe and ornamental plate armor.
Yeah. Was the axe magical?
No.
Okay.
In all the
We
rooms?
can still sell it for a little bit of gold.
Well, it was decorated with gold and gemstones.
Braxon hears
So
Solas.
it's more valuable than normal.
Braxon hears Solas making noises and says, "You know, you need to invent a spell to stop books from falling apart."
Yeah, there's certain time magic that can do that.
Yeah. There are magic like that, but it's too powerful for me to cast yet.
Well,
Alright,
maybe
just
there's
fine.
something. Maybe there's something you could do to.
But Solas will make solemn prayer to Ogma for these book souls.
Maybe there's something you can do to contain a book in something, and then gradually peel off one page at a time and write down what's on it, and reproduce the book.
But once Solas has gone through the room, he will join the rest of the party a bit depressed, but otherwise okay.
All right. So other than the stuff that I've mentioned, you don't end up finding anything else of particular value.
This whole area? Wow.
Okay.
Are we resting
Expecting a
here?
little bit more. We can rest back.
I think we will rest at the ship.
Solas, Lafdul does call you over to an intact sheet of paper that he has found.
Oh.
I assume
Solas
that's in
will-
the library, Lafdul, that you found.
Yeah.
So Solas begins to brighten and go to check the sheet of paper.
So
And if this
you've already
is
read
one
this,
of your
Lafdul.
pranks,
What does it have on it?
It's basically Lafdul scribbled out a certain. It's basically like a prophecy that a certain scholarly mage by the name of Solas gets devoured by a book mimic. That's
You're
Lafdul's.
evil.
Lafdul, once Solas has seen that page, he glares at you and says few chosen words in Old Wormish.
Oh, it's all in good fun, right?
You can detect hint of cold, very, how should I say, barely withheld rage in that voice.
Lafdul's
Braxon.
probably having a hysterical fit.
Braxon says, "Is there any way to get from this part of the floor to the other part?"
You have not found any way. No.
Well, yeah. He points down the end of this corridor and says, "Why is that corridor longer than the turn off to those two doors? Maybe
That's a
there's
good point.
maybe there's some sort of secret doorway or something."
You wanna take
Braxton's
a look?
going to go down the end and start tapping on the walls.
Yeah, Lafdul's can do that as well. Now you point out.
All right.
Is it
It's
hollow?
definitely hollow.
Oh, good find.
Solas will point out that behind that is the secret room we found the money and that crossbow and...
Oh, was that a floor below that?
No, it was the same floor.
Wait, was it?
Yep.
Mhm.
Yeah. Yeah.
This part of the floor was just locked behind these two other stairs. Basically, this is same floor, but two different parts that aren't connected.
It's more like a
No,
clan
no, no,
build
no.
in here.
Because the other two floors were even with the middle rooms, right? What isn't that right?
Even with the middle rooms?
Yeah. So like, if I remember right, the secret room that we found, its wall lined up with the walls of the middle rooms. There's like 3 rooms in a row.
Ah, gotcha.
In the top of that, the top wall of those
Oh yeah.
middle
Well, there
rooms
might
lined
be
up with the
something.
secret room, right? If I remember right.
Oh
Am I
yeah.
remembering that wrong?
Yeah, you remember correctly. I misremembered a bit, so there might be something.
No, I suppose there's no harm in checking.
Could you do like an engineering check or something like that, or?
Yeah, I could do engineering
All right,
to
go ahead
figure
and give
out.
me engineering check. Oh, nice. Solas, you you kind of sit down and ponder this, examining it, going over with Higgimus, talking about what the where the positions of the rooms were and everything like that, and think about what you see on the other floors, and you realize that there's probably a chimney there.
Oh, from
Oh.
the forges. Yeah, it's kind of near the center as well.
Okay. So maybe that's what it is. It's a chimney.
I mean, it would make sense. Whether that is what's there is a guess.
Is
I mean, it's
there-
an educated guess, but it's still a guess.
Yeah, that kind of makes sense, to be fair. But it is a bit odd that this bit was dug out.
You mean this area?
Yeah, it's like an odd alcove. Was there any like storage kept here or something?
There's some ruined furniture that's covered in dead
Those dead
spores.
spores.
Hmm.
I mean, it's basically made to look this hallway or corridor as a bit nicer, since it's more symmetrical this way.
And there were paintings on the wall. I mean, they're not in any salvageable form anymore, but there were.
We take them off. Is there anything behind them? I assume that's what we did when we searched the area.
Yeah, if that's one of the things that you would do, they would end up disintegrating under your hands, falling apart,
Yeah.
putting up
Everything
a
you
spore
touch
of
breaks.
spore of a
Does
cloud
it?
of
Lafdul
dead
touches Ockar.
spore dust that causes anyone who didn't cover their mouths to cough and choke a little bit.
Braxon coughs and jokes a little bit.
Lafdul knows about these things. He would take precautions. He's seen Solas and Thingy doing it. He just gets
Braxon,
cloak around
give me
his
a
face.
carpentry check.
Okay.
He dismantling beds.
No, he's down there at the end of the corridor.
Oh. 12. And what does he need to get?
And your insight.
Carpentry.
Your thought that's
16.
probably a pass.
16. Okay, Braxon, looking at the wreckage down here at the end of the corridor, you're pretty sure you're looking at like a small couch and some chairs. I mean, it's a little sitting spot that you could sit in, look at the paintings, read, that kind of thing.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, they probably just. Yeah.
So a waiting area in the hallway.
Maybe not a waiting
like
area, but just someplace to sit.
This is probably like a noble's family clan hall or something.
Given the position of the doors, it would be pretty obvious that this is the royal apartment section.
Mm. Royal.
So not
Apartment.
connecting it to the rest of the floor would be a defensive measure.
Mm-hmm. And a privacy measure.
Yeah.
But you haven't found anything else of value beyond what I've already described so far.
It seems a
Okay.
bit odd that there's nothing of value anywhere, even in apartments.
Sorry. And we also searched everything to see if there's any secrets and stuff like that.
We got all the mundane stuff.
Did that Duergar King's ghost leave behind anything?
He did not. His armor and weapons were entirely ghostly.
What was the axe? He was using an axe, wasn't he?
It was ghostly. It looked like the axe on the wall, now that you think about it.
Wait, does it look like the axe I'm currently holding?
No, the
Yeah,
axe
that's what
that's
I was
on the
thinking.
wall in the bedroom.
Oh yeah, that was an axe we never
The
picked up.
ornamental axe and ornamental plate mail.
It's magical, right?
You also found a silver dagger on the bed next to the bones of the dwarf, with a pearl pommel.
Was the dagger clean?
Really,
As in
really
no
hard to
stained
say.
blood.
It needs cleaning, but whether that's just age and dirt and stuff like that, or something else, impossible to say at this point.
Oh, those beds that were built into the rooms, were they like 4-poster beds?
Yeah.
Okay, Braxon wants to go back to those rooms,
Don't climb
and
on them.
he
We'll
wants to
break the
check.
bed.
He wants to check where the ceiling is above the bed, in case there is a trapdoor for escaping from this floor.
Okay.
Yeah, that's not a terrible idea.
You do not find one up above the main bed in the main bedroom.
Okay. And then there's also the kid's bed, which was blown up, wasn't it?
Yeah. And then there was a bed in here, but that room was clearly not used. Like,
Yeah.
There's no personal effects or anything like that.
Can Braxon extend the rod and poke the ceiling above where the bed used to be?
Sure. You don't notice anything unusual. It doesn't like lift up or anything like that.
Okay. Braxton goes back to the others and says, "Well, I'm wrong, but I'm convinced there's a secret way of them getting out of these apartments if they get attacked.
Yeah.
I mean, having said that, they barred the doors and they all died in here. So if there was a way out, they'd have probably have used it.
I mean, if there's no way off the asteroid, you just kind of bar yourself in here and just hope for the best.
Yeah.
Otherwise, they would have left. And the passageway would be left open or something.
So, the skeletons of the ones we fought, does that tally up with how many rooms there are? I take it the guy that attacked Higgimus will be the king of this asteroid.
That would be reasonable, yeah.
If there was a child, that presumably that one of the other dwarves would have been the queen.
Do you want to examine the bones that were on the bed? I should say that someone who with healing should be the one that examines them.
Yeah, Braxon.
Well, I can do that.
Okay.
How about the ones we were fighting? Were they all male or was there a mix?
All right. To be fair, Solas, after a few minutes of being like, I think there's just one, and then you accidentally trip over some of the rotting bedding, and a second skull comes out. There were clearly two bodies there in the bed.
So, possibly.
Did they look like they died of starvation?
They're really old, and they're just bones, so you can't tell.
You would have to have a modern methods to find out anything more.
Yeah, you can. What about the food stuff in here? I mean, there was salt and stuff.
Yeah, everything organic is long rotted away. There are clearly different bodies in that room that you're in right now, Lafdul.
Oh. Animals?
No,
Corpses.
dwarven corpses, yeah. But they're just
Oh.
bones. You would guess that they were probably servants or something.
Wonder what killed them all.
You're also pretty sure that they're much too old to use Speak with Dead, if that's something that you were considering.
Yeah, I know that. That's like Speak with Ancient Dead, if anything.
And that is not something that you have access to.
Nope. That would be rather awkward for you having to constantly have to write that up in case.
Yeah, I'd have to think a lot more about some of these things.
It's like, no, there's one corpse. Well, you just can't find the corpses.
So at this point, I mean, there's nothing else that you guys
Yeah.
have found. If you have any ideas on something else to check that might lead to something, you can go ahead and do so. Otherwise, I would assume that you'd be going back down.
If we're pretty much like done, which I think we are, I am going to cast idea because we are going towards. It's just in case I might have overlooked something, basically.
Yeah, you'd guess that they probably barricaded themselves in here when the lizardmen attacked, and consequently died from what you can't tell, like starvation, maybe. There are these all these spores. There's a lot of different things that it could be. Probably not able. You probably won't be able to figure that out unless you guys have some really good idea on something to check.
Braxon wants to have a look at where the door was barred.
Okay.
That painting is fighting.
Is Lafdul still standing there?
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah. Braxon says, shame you can't read what people were thinking when they held this bar up.
I could actually, but I would have to do it tomorrow.
Yeah. Well, you probably get a good idea of what they were thinking when they were under attack. They might be thinking of how they want to plan their escape route or something like that.
Yeah, that's a good idea. I could do that tomorrow.
Thought capture is not targeted, though.
Right.
No.
I just thought you might get
There's a chance I might
people going, oh my god, we're all going to die.
And that's why I did it in the room where there was an explosion and there were spores everywhere. I thought literally a gas ball went in there, blew up, and killed them. I mean, there is a picture of them facing a beholder. But I don't know enough about beholders to know what their relationship is with gas spores.
I wonder if it was that one that we killed again.
Yeah, it's a shame it's dead.
One that we deaded.
Didn't someone say that it was Giff from the messenger of the...
Yes. You do remember that.
So...
Oh, well. Okay, let's rest and do the next floor.
Okay. Based on how you handled the other floor, I can. I think I'm gonna just kind of hand wave the fifth floor. So you end up having to rest for 2 days for Braxon to fully recover.
Yeah.
And the fifth floor ends up just having more, essentially, vermin. There's a couple undead up there, but you easily dispatch them. They're things that you faced on the other part. There were giant spiders.
I had neutralized poison memorized in case it matters.
But knowing what you'd already faced and stuff like that, you were easily able to dispatch them. And that floor, looking through the chambers, pretty clearly were just like the lowest status dwarves lived up there, warriors and like young unmarried individuals without much wealth to their name and stuff like that. So it's kind of like a commoner area.
Did they have beds though?
There was nothing intact. You did find there's a lot more damage up there. I mean, I can pop you guys up there so you can look around.
No, that's okay.
I think that the GM is kind of like speeding us along.
Yeah, I mean, I'm
Yeah.
pretty sure at this point that stuff up there wouldn't be much of a threat, and it would just kind of be busy work.
Well, you don't know. It depends how many times people get bitten by a poisonous spider with deadly poison.
True, but I still primarily think it would end up being busy work.
Yeah.
The main, one of the main reasons why I had all that up there was primarily if you guys decided to try and do an infiltration up through the top and come down.
Oh.
Right.
So it would have been more of a challenge for getting through all of that and then get down into the place where the lizard men were. So you didn't take that route, so it doesn't really matter.
Yeah, since we basically now have an infinite time to clear them out.
Yeah.
Was there a way out from the top then, in the end?
Yeah, no, I mean, there are weapon platforms up there with ruined weapons, heavy weapons.
Cool.
And, again, a lot more damage up there. And you do find amongst, the spider webbing up there, flowfish and scavers in the cocoons and stuff like that. So
2 more
nice.
days.
yeah, so 2 days for Braxon to fully recover his strength. Everyone else, I don't think anyone else lost 2 points of strength. Everyone else just lost 1. You lost any?
3.
You lost 3?
You told me I lost. I got knocked down to 17, and you said 3.
Yeah.
No, I was theorizing I got it wrong. If you said you only down.
Yeah, you got hit by hit once and went from 1840 to
40.
17. That's because any kind of exceptional strength and that kind of thing counts as 1 point.
Oh. I thought
Right,
it was
so
progress.
Braxton's going to get
Okay.
2 points of healing. Yeah.
I'm gonna assume that the
I would heal everyone before
Yeah.
going to rest, since I have healing spells.
and over the next couple days.
Every time I have healing spells and we are going to rest, I will use the healing spells to heal everyone to full.
So now we're talking about going downstairs.
I assume so.
That would be the next place to go.
Levalithana hasn't cast her Wizard Eye yet, has she?
No, probably not.
So would she have spent 2 days sending a wizard eye downstairs?
Thing is, how am I supposed to do my healing push? Should I say I've used up the last 2, and I'm just refreshed at 4?
I would just say that you guys used a few spells, and with the rest, and everyone is full on hit points.
Well, I did use healing on myself, but I have calculated.
It's like emulating time past and.
Well, part of it
guessing
is I mean, if some people were seriously injured, knocked down to 4 hit points, or had broken limbs or other serious injuries, yeah, I might need to require you to decide exactly how you're using your magics in such a way, but everyone has just, lost a few hit points.
Alright,
A couple Cure Light Wounds takes care of everyone, pretty much.
That's what I've got on my thing. So I replaced them 2 a day, basically, to emulate
That's
the
fine.
2 days that I passed.
That's entirely up to you. I mean, you could refresh them all on the first day that you rest, and then second
Did
day
we clear
do other things.
Did we clear everything out in that one day?
Well, after those 2 days, then you spend a day up on the 5th level, clearing everything out. Nothing seriously bad happens, and you get some more rest, so another day has passed.
I don't know.
And you're ready to go down to the lower levels if that's what you want.
Yeah, I'm readjusting the values of things. I gotta do them day by day, so
Oh,
Can
trying
we
to
see
simulate
the full levels
some realism.
The full
out of
levels?
curiosity of those 4th and 5th? You can show them after the game if you want, but
is that new potions, Lafdul?
Yeah, the bottom one's a current one.
I would like to see them at some point.
Braxton use his.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, I know.
I could
I've
probably show
refreshed
you
them.
during the week or something like that. I mean, just post up the image of the map or
Okay.
something like that.
Yeah.
because days have passed, I've entirely refreshed my stock.
Yeah, that's fine. All right, but on the day that you are ready to go down, I'm going to need everyone to make a saving throw versus spell.
Oh,
Any modifiers?
How is it for the cards?
Only normal modifiers that you get.
Do I not
Do
get
I get my
anything?
armor?
Is
No.
it mind or just?
It is not, but you do not get armor.
Sorry,
I get +1 from the ring of protection.
Yeah.
I passed.
I
I
seem to have passed.
don't get mind affecting. I don't get.
if
Not
we try and get
for-
over, I failed.
Yeah, I see that, Braxon.
Braxon fails his save versus fascination with beds.
Lafdul save his fascination with cards.
Is that a success or a fail?
I failed.
Okay.
I won. No, 2.
I didn't think Braxon had anything to do with those cards.
No, but you're walking past them. It's compelling you to read them.
I'm walking past them. Where are they?
If this is subconscious, then you can't exactly stop drawing.
You find yourself pulling a card at some point, going into Ockar's chamber or something like that, and pulling one. Or he mysteriously left it out. Hold on a second. Where is that?
That would be a bit odd for the.
Well, the card deck might compel him to do that.
Does Braxton keep the card?
No, when you're done, you put it back.
You just look at it and you just put it. Yeah. Do you put it back on top? You don't actually shuffle them. They must magically shuffle.
You just put it back in the deck.
Yay, more.
If Braxton was properly using these cards,
Again, I failed to draw a
he'd lay
card.
them all out on the table and look at them all,
Hey, just look on the bright side, Solas. You're not going to die.
and then explode.
Yeah.
So Braxon, and this happens without anyone really being around to see this. So, I mean, I don't mind you guys, the rest of the party knowing, but your characters don't know about this.
Mm-hmm.
Braxon, so you've drawn a card, and you glance at it, and it's upside down. And what you see is a female figure, clearly a priestess of some sort, in flowing robes, sitting in a throne-like chair inside what is obviously a temple. Although it's not like a specific temple of a specific faith. And her robes are partially covering up a scroll and a book that she's holding in her hands. And she appears very wise and regal in her positioning.
Braxton says hello to her.
And then you put the card back.
Oh, right. So he can't turn the card up the right way, so he can.
I mean, you can, but you can then put it
How you-
back.
Drew the card.
Braxton wants to look at the card from different angles to see if he can see round things.
You cannot. It appears
No?
to be just a plain ivory placard card that you then put back in the deck.
Okay.
And Lafdul, let's see. Okay. At some point during these days, you have also drawn a card, which is upside down. And on it you see a human woman who is very calm and clearly in control, but with her bare hands, she is holding the jaws of a lion open. And despite this, it doesn't look like they're struggling. It looks like she has already subdued this beast. And then you put the card back in the deck. You know, I will PM you any effects that you feel.
Yeah. That would definitely be interesting if that were to happen. I take it if you were going to.
Let me just type this up for you. This is a little bit lengthy. Let's see. Okay. And you guys are ready to decide what you want to do now? You both got those messages?
Yep.
All right. So, Leva, do you want to do an eyeball thing again down there?
Eyeball thing. Yes, let's do an eyeball thing.
Do you want?
Toss an eyeball in there.
Are you planning to go to multiple levels again, or just one?
Are we going up or down?
Down.
We've already gone through the upper floor, so we are going down. And I would say check the level below what is safe. So
Let me think.
Yeah.
Let me think for a quick moment. We've already gone through all that. We've gone through we've done the quick look around, go down the floor, a quick look around, go down the floor, etc. So there was one floor that was interesting to Leva, and there was the one below where we are now. But wasn't that the one we just went to?
No.
the levels we've gone through are the upper floors. So 4th and 5th floor, we are currently going basement floors.
Mm-hmm.
And we haven't been on the basement floors yet, except your wizard eye from the what those liftings were.
I think this time we go down one and explore it a bit further. We go down to one that looked suspicious last time.
All right. There were 4 floors.
Mm-hmm.
Which one do you want to go down to?
Higgimus make the suggestion in the one right below us.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's the one Levalithana would think of too as well, because that's the one that wasn't that the one that had the lights?
Yes. There was also another one that had lights, though, too.
Yeah, lights point towards life, and life points towards enemies in this case.
Okay, did you want to take them down, take the wizard eye down the spiral stairs or down the elevator shaft?
The spiral stairs. Stairs.
All right, left or right?
As I look at it, the east.
Okay.
So that's the right one.
Okay. Just see if you can move it 1 square.
I don't see it at all.
You don't see it at all.
Oh, is it the S there?
Yeah.
Okay. Yes, I can move it.
Okay. All right, so what does it move? 30 feet if you're not examining everything?
Yes.
Okay. So let me go ahead and see what your duration's going to be. Okay, so it's one round per level, correct?
Yes.
Alrighty. Okay. All right, so the clock is ticking now. You can move up to 30 feet, I believe.
Okay. Let's see. The stairs are to the south now, I think. No.
Yeah, the stairs are right there. I mean, you should be able to see a bit around you, correct?
I see. Let me show you.
Well, no, you don't need to show me. Just you can see some tile. You can see the light. It's not just black.
Yes, correct.
all
I
right.
see the others. And I see a small little bit of light going diagonally across the whole thing.
Okay.
But I see no stairs, if that's what you mean.
You don't see this that I'm pinging right there?
No.
It's just black?
Yes. Let me do a reload.
Yeah. Because you
We've had that.
should be able to see.
Yeah, we've had similar things before. Okay.
Oh, nope, I goofed up. You're on the wrong map. I'm sorry.
Ah!
That was my mistake.
Okay. Yes, that looks better.
Okay. Sorry.
This is one below, correct?
Yes.
Right. I move here, and I start describing to the people. I'm in a crossing, two corridors cross here, and I'm standing in a corridor going from the north to south, and I'm standing in front of a double door to my east and to my west. It's something similar to the floor where we actually went to. To my west, I see at the very end of the corridor another set of double doors, and in the middle of the corridor to the north is another set of double doors. Tell me if you want me to go somewhere in particular.
I mean, just do what you think necessary, because I can't really see.
See, 5, 10, that was 15. I go here. That was 25, 30, correct?
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going north in the corridor. I see no light. I keep going north.
All right, hold on a second. It's giving you less than 10 feet again, and I'm not sure exactly why that is. Let me.
I get about 7 feet. Yeah, that's 10.
Yeah.
So I get 10. I go north 10 feet, 15 feet, and the corridor stops. It opens into a bigger room, 20 feet.
All right, so to give you some description, this is clearly changed from like worked stone walls and floors into raw rock that has been, like, you can see the marks of stone tools on the walls. So this is, you would realize you've gotten to like the mine area kind of thing. You've gotten into a mine, essentially.
I pass that on to the others. I don't think I will want to enter the mine from here with the eye. I'd rather go back down to the corridor and figure out where the lights are coming. Well, I see where the lights are, but see the other corridor on the other side.
Okay. So you went up, so go down.
Now I'm going back down. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. That would be about 30 here.
Okay.
And now I'm going west. I went another 30 feet west. I'm looking at the other set of stairs. And I'm looking at another corridor that goes north to south. I'm in the corridor now, and I go back up. I go up north. That was 10. There are no doors here, by the way, when I go up the corridor. They're just the 3 doors that I described and nothing else.
And you can see here that it, once again, enters into the mines. You'd realize that this is a mirror image of the other side that you were just on.
Okay, I'm telling that to the others. I say it looks rather... No. It looks interesting. So this time I go a bit further. I go 10 feet. It opens into a room. This looks like is this natural? The walls here?
It's natural rock, but it's been mined. You're clearly in a mine area at this point. You can see, even without looking very closely at it, you can see that the signs of like tool pick marks on the walls and stuff like that. So this has clearly been mined out.
Mm-hmm. It looks like I'm now at the crossing.
Yeah.
There's one tunnel going to the west and one tunnel continuing to the north. I am going to switch... Oops, sorry. I'm going to switch to the west. Ah, and it's not just one going... It splits again. It's a fork. One going to the northwest and the other one going to southwest. I'm going down southwest.
I dropped the die that I was using to keep track of your timer.
And I lost count.
I think you can go.
30
you can go another 20 feet, I believe.
Okay. So I went down the tunnel to the southwest, and I'm coming into another crossing. It looks to me like twisted little passages all alike.
That seems accurate.
Just keep going the direction you're going.
So, as I said, I went southwest. I am now going south. And I'm leaving, there's a tunnel that goes up to the northwest, but I'm going south. That's 2. And that has a corner that goes around a corner. 30. And turns to the west. So I'm now going west. It has another corner and turns to the south.
And you're still in worked passages, like mined passages, out of solid rock.
Yes. It widens up, and it splits into 3 ways. One is now the tunnel where I come from has turned around so much that I came from the northwest into this, and there's a tunnel going to the southeast. To the southwest, and one to the northeast. I followed the one. I followed the one to the northeast. That's 10. Whoops. I see.
Okay.
What are these?
You see in front of you, just standing stock still, and they're standing upright, rotting corpses. Rotting corpses of you can't make out too many behind them. There's at least a few behind where you can see. You can just kind of see at the edge of your vision. But you're seeing a mixture primarily of dwarves and lizardmen here.
I passed that on to the other. So none of them are alive.
They're not moving, but they are standing upright. They're not. These aren't laying on the ground. These are standing
They're fighting
upright.
undead.
Are they undead?
That's something you can guess at, but you can't verify for sure.
Can I move?
What else would they be down there?
Can I move the eye past them? They look
You
like
can,
they're actually.
you can try to. Yes, you can like try to go above them or between them.
Yes. I try and go above them. Sort of fly above them.
All right. So you're basically just getting up to the ceiling.
Yes. I was 30. I see. Is this correct? I see 3, 6, 8 of them.
Yeah, and they appear. You can tell that this is essentially a cul-de-sac corridor.
Mm-hmm. It's a dead end.
Yeah, dead end. And they're just standing completely still, unmoving, almost statue-like.
Gee, they gave me a shock, but they're not moving at all. They're just standing there, stuck still.
Centuries.
And then your spell expires.
Well, that was not bad.
That's
So,
unfortunate. Well, we know this guy's a necromancer anyway, so no surprise. But it is going to mean I'm going to change my spares. I don't think I'm going to be taking neutralized poison.
Well, I was under the impression that this was
Oh, all right then.
before you went
then
down, not in the intervening days.
All right then. Yeah, I wouldn't have changed that then.
Okay.
so
More on
I
what?
would think that probably something similar is in the other tunnels, but I didn't see were any patrols or anything like that.
Maybe.
Were you able to see all the areas that you could get to that were from the finished areas?
I did not go enough to the south to see all the finished areas, all the
Did we have one more day where we could do that?
I mean, you can take another day if you want, but I mean, that's just kind of a lazy day kind of thing that you're doing.
Oh, okay.
The question is, would I find that much more? We know the enemies stand there. We know one group. We don't know where the others are. So let's stick together and be prepared.
All right. I guess get your undead type of spells ready
Yeah.
if you have any.
Varadra says, "Oh, indeed. If they're undead down there, then we should get down there as soon as possible and eliminate them."
Let's make sure that we're prepared and ready for them. So, Varadra.
I'm ready to go.
Yeah.
Braxon says to Ockar, "Do you feel okay now? I don't quite feel the same. I can't put my finger on it."
I feel fine.
I haven't felt the same since I went back on the ship for some reason. I can't place my mind on it. Why?
Yeah, no, something feels different.
Is it
I'm not
from
sure.
those undead we fought?
Well, that's what I was wondering.
Is it good or bad?
Do I feel off? Oh,
You don't really feel any different, no?
I don't feel any different than I usually do.
I can't tell. Maybe it's that mold.
Braxon, do you feel better or worse?
I can't really tell.
Is it going to affect your performance down here?
Don't know
Or
really.
you think you're okay to go on?
Yeah, I just feel a bit different.
Well, let me know if it gets worse, I guess.
Do I look taller or shorter or anything?
Does it?
Once
No.
Once this is all done and gone, I might have to do some prayer or meditation or something to ask my deity for advice on something. I don't know. Something seems off with me. I seem to have like I don't know. You know when you get an omen or something like bad foreboding, you know, your deity might say like, maybe you should have done this, or you get a nagging feeling in the back of the neck, and I've definitely got that.
Yeah. You mean like one of those days when you wake up and you think, today I'm going to get eaten by a scabber?
Yeah, but Aravan does that to me all the time.
You get eaten by scavers all the time? Wow.
Yeah, or maybe not a scaver, maybe a beholder or something. He just likes to play torment. You know, our worst days, our worst thing to not pray every day, so make sure you pray.
Well, are you guys ready to go down?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
Shit.
Yeah.
Is there
Hang on, so
Yep.
did we actually take a laser D or not?
no.
Alright.
This
So
is
I've really
this is
changed,
basically
like,
right
one-
after
Yeah.
Leva sends the wizard eye down. Essentially, as
We
to a certain
kind of
extent,
knew-
it's send the wizard eye down, see if there's anything right at the stairs that we're gonna face the second we get down there. Too, I mean, I would assume that that's part of what you were thinking of.
Yeah.
Okay.
What
got
which
mine.
stairs do you want to go down, left or right?
Which is the one that she went down.
She went down the right-hand stairs.
So let's do that.
Eeny, meeny.
I did, but then I went to the left and I saw the stairs there. So, but it doesn't really matter, does it?
Goddess.
It may or may
I have a-
not, but
God, not goddess, Levy.
Okay.
all right, give me just a second to get your tokens out.
Hey.
Yeah?
No, I was typing out something from Google, and it's like search results when you copy and paste from Google.
Oh yeah.
It's whatever. Yeah, everything is. I wish it wouldn't do that. I never used to.
Okay, and who is using lights?
Higgimus will.
Higgimus has. Okay,
One
and
with gun and light.
okay, and Braxon and Ockar, are you going to be carrying lights or not?
Braxon's going to be using his iron stones.
I'm not gonna be carrying light.
Okay,
And,
right, yeah, that's right. You have the Iron Stone.
Yeah, so he doesn't need light. But he'll ask if anyone wants to borrow his lantern.
I'm actually gonna take more. Well, change some first level spells. Also,
Well, but
I'll
a
take
day
that.
hasn't passed since Leva.
no, I mean during the 2 days, knowing
Okay.
that we're going to be fighting a necromancer. That was something we suspected for a while. This
But-
isn't just too sudden.
Leva didn't see those potential
No,
undead.
I'm on about fighting the necromancer.
Okay.
That's what I'm basing this off.
So, Ockar, were you going to be borrowing the lantern?
No.
Okay. Let's make sure that you have. Okay. Okay. All right. So you're down here. You should be able to see stuff. Everyone. Confirm for me whether you do or don't.
I do.
Yeah,
Yes.
I see a triangle in the room we're in.
I noticed dynamic light's not working unless I.
So it's
physically-
it's like the room we're in is supposed to be square, maybe, but I see
It might be your positioning.
like a black line there and a black line there.
Well, yeah,
And then
that's
see this
the
way.
extent.
That's the light.
That's the extent of the light. Like the black line is a physical blocking of your sight of the wall. There's a wall right
Oh,
here
so-
and a wall right here.
Right, got you. So Braxton's in a doorway.
It's like, oh,
Here.
I wish it wouldn't do
Let me
that
just.
for me.
I'll just move you guys out while Lafdul's drawing on the screen.
I was trying to draw 2 lines where where my line of sight was.
Hmm.
There you go.
That looks just like the eye had seen.
All right, so you're out. You're in chambers that are clearly worked. Stone tiling on the floor, stone walls. the doors around here. Once again, they do appear to be swollen shut with age.
Do we want to go up, down, or left?
Well,
Do you
the
want me
eye
to
went left. The eye went left, but I would suggest that we go through a door. That we open these doors.
You want us to open those doors?
Hang on, because these doors are swollen shut, so we're going to make noise going through those doors.
It does look like
And I have a question for those people who know undead. Well, Leva has a question for all those people who know undead. Even though they're just standing there, stock still, do you think they start to move if we make noise here and do attack people here?
None of us really know
Given
undead
a
that well,
command
do we?
to, then yeah, they will.
Julian, the hammer, speaks up. Well, if they're simple zombies, then they'll probably wait until they have some sort of command input. Certainly, hearing of intruders nearby could do it, but whether that... I don't know exactly where they are located right now, so I couldn't say whether any noise here would trigger them.
Okay.
Are
They're
you
just
able to
zombies. They're easy to destroy.
Are you
Yes. Okay.
Can I ask?
Varadra steps out and says, "Where did you see them? I'll go take care of them if you want."
No. It's okay. We didn't. I
What?
didn't see them at all. It's okay. You can stay here. It's only the eye that saw it, and that's totally imprecise. It's okay.
look down this way first?
Terrible liar. You
You
know
have these
that?
open doors here.
Don't laugh.
That was so the worst lying I've ever heard.
It's like, I don't think she'd be convinced.
All
right, Higgimus, what's going on?
Let's clear out these open areas first.
Higgimus, you should be also at max hit points, by the way.
Oh my god!
Might want to take care of that,
Thank you.
just in case it matters.
Couldn't tell from my health bar. All right. Let's clear out these open areas down here and here on the right first. All right.
Are we
Okay.
just doing a clear and sweep? We're not doing any scouting. We're just securing an area, or what's the general premise?
Oh goodness gracious!
So, Higgimus, as you pass by that and take a
I
look
think-
behind, you do see
Sorry.
something floating around here.
Evis
Oh.
makes a little eek and then says,
Are you
No.
shouting alarm, or are you just trying to creep past?
trying to creep past, but Higgimus is Higgimus.
Just being creep.
He could try to be stealthy.
Good voice.
Yeah, Higgimus doesn't make stealth
Maybe you should
very
get the-
easily.
The rogue to scout ahead next time, please. I am willing to do this.
What did you say, Higgimus?
What
Judging
did
by
your
his
gift
expression,
I
it can't have
see?
been good.
I didn't hear a word.
I don't think Higgimus said what he saw. He just kind
I
of...
didn't say what I saw. Am I allowed to say real quick?
You can say a couple words.
Beholder.
Dead beholder is what he says.
Oh,
Same
no.
thing last time.
Hack it and overwhelm it fast.
Get the crap out of it.
All right, so
I am gonna start.
I don't have a token for Rajan. I need that.
Ald,
Yes?
I'm gonna make a called shot to its center eye.
Okay.
Hang
The
on,
modifier for that on
Yes. +1, if I remember correctly, to your initiative.
Yeah. Don't most attacks generally go for center mass?
Well, yeah, but he's doing a called shot to the center eye, specifically.
Oh.
Like, that means that if he
Alright.
hits, number one, it's using the armor class of that, and it's, there's... If he misses entirely, so...
Alright, that's fine.
Okay, anyone need to roll, or is everyone rolled?
No,
Well,
Leva hasn't
mine-
rolled yet. She doesn't know what to do.
Okay, hurry up.
Lafdul.
Yes, she does now. just a second.
Okay. So you specifically said undead beholder, Higgimus?
I said undead beholder because it's the same picture as last one.
Okay.
So if it's not an undead one, it looked like you used the same picture.
You
last
saw what you saw, and you're saying what you're saying. So you got a glimpse of it. So you're going with your gut.
Okay, that's what I said.
How high was the last beholder floating? Ald?
They were floating around the ship.
Yeah, how high off the floor was it floating?
I mean, it came down to a few feet above you, I think, if I remember correctly. I don't remember exactly. They were floating around the ship, in the space around the ship, originally. So well above the gravity plane.
Yeah.
So Varadra says, she comes up near you. Where? And waits for you to have a chance to tell her. Solas, your turn.
I'm casting Spiritual Hammer.
Okay. So you can't see anything right now, so you can't attack anything with it.
Yeah, I'm moving a bit closer also there if it's okay.
Yeah, that's fine. Leva, your turn.
Leva casts Safeguarding, but first she would like to move here, I think. Yes.
Okay. What is the area, the aura for that? How area effect?
15 feet radius.
Okay.
And it's 1 turn plus 1 turn per level.
Yeah, I don't need to track it right now.
Okay.
I do need to roll for Wild Surge.
Oh.
Wild Surge.
Don't want a Wild Surge.
Just outside of effect Higgimus and Firadra.
That's fine.
Practice close vanish again, and then an anvil lands on his head.
Okay.
It'll be like your...
The spell takes effect normally. Lafdul, your turn.
Good.
I am casting a spell I don't get to cast very often. I'm casting Bless.
Ooh.
Because no one's in combat.
Yes.
Man.
What's the area of effect on that?
I'm pretty sure everyone's in the area. Bless
Yeah, I just want to double check.
50-foot cube.
Yep, alright. Centering on yourself, essentially.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's 6 rounds.
Yep.
Please.
That is in there. Okay.
Everyone gets...
Ockar, your turn.
Yes, I'm going to. The Higgimus said that there's a beholder in that room.
Undead beholder's what I said.
I plan to
contemplate life.
I'm going to run over to here with my weapon ready.
Okay. Okay, as you are doing so, and Braxon, what are you doing?
Braxon wants to. Well, he wanted us to try and see the thing. And see if we could slide underneath it.
Okay, well, where are you moving to? Where is your plan to move to?
Well, I don't know if I've got enough movement.
You've got
that's
enough
the
movement.
door.
Yeah. So you're moving into the door?
No, he wants to jump on his back and slide underneath the beholder.
Okay, well, you get to the door just as it floats out.
Can he get underneath it?
You want to try to get on... Like, you want
Braxon
to jump on it or slide under it?
No, Braxon figures if he can slide underneath it, it can't shoot him with the eyes, and he can hack at it from underneath.
Okay.
It could just rotate itself slightly.
Yeah, maybe it can, but that's what he wants to try.
I'm not dissing what you're doing to make
No. It's just a strategy to try.
For some reason, I'm just seeing the usual slapstick comedy style Braxon running into the beholder.
Okay.
I think jumping on top of a beholder with all those eyes is probably a bad move.
All right. So go ahead and give me a dexterity check.
Dexterity check. Okay.
You don't got this.
All right, you attempt to slide under it, but you underestimated where it was since you were running forward, pushing past people, and then try to slide under it. And unfortunately, you bump right into it.
I go for it.
You kind of saw yourself for a moment.
And where you bump into it, your skin tingles slightly.
Ouch.
Wow, that's the anti-magic.
Okay.
So he's going to die of beholderitis.
Give it a case of pink eye.
Yeah.
Make sure it stays closed. Actually, that's an idea.
Oh.
Higgimus, your turn.
Levin's blissfully ignorant.
Where I'm at.
You would probably want to step at least one space to get a clear
Here,
shot.
does that work?
No, you cannot. You cannot. You need to like get here or somewhere.
Because I can see it
Out here.
as mine, but
Yeah, but you definitely
Right
cannot
here.
make a called shot on the central eye.
oh jeez.
You see another one.
Panics and moves right back behind Braxon to shoot.
Maybe we should retreat
Beholder
and not
lair.
shouldn't fight these. Sometimes the fights are too strong for us.
Maybe being in the safeguard area would be a good idea.
Yes, I would
Beholder's
agree with
like
that.
immune to
I
fireball.
think that there's these
I'm
many
alright
monsters here
with it.
because this is where the
Okay.
damn artifact is.
All right, so you're moving there and then firing.
Yeah.
Okay.
This is what I said I was going to be doing.
If Higgimus is scared, that's not exactly showing confidence for Lafdul. Start making morale checks.
1 second here.
Oh, this is fun.
You got +1 from Bless as well.
What was it you said Lafdul was going to do if there was a TPK? He's going to go off.
Well,
I mean,
nothing at
If there's a TPK, he's dead.
Yeah.
if the majority of the party starts dying, I am fleeing.
What's your Thaco?
That's 13.
Okay, that is a hit.
Oh,
You
Didn't mean to.
step out, fire your gun at the center eye, and a split second before it hits, you have a fleeting impression that something's not quite right about the way that this thing is moving. Just before the bullet hits it, and it explodes.
Oh, they're gas balls.
Oh, okay.
I need a saving throw from Braxon. So, good news for Lafdul and Solas. You are well behind the wall, but I do need a saving throw from Ockar and Higgimus and Braxon. So,
Oh,
What
dear.
about Rodra?
yeah, I'm rolling for her.
What's
Are we trying to get over it or under it?
You want to get over?
Well, that's not over anything.
So what is it? Poison?
Oh, Rod, Staff, Wand. My bad.
And does my armor apply?
Yes.
Ah, we had these outside. We only had one real beholder.
Mm.
Well, that's a massive failure.
Mm. You know the great part? Viradra also got a 1.
Oh God!
That is 3 1s there. That's
Unique.
Oh wait, no, sorry. Higgimus got a 19. Sorry, I was looking at the +1 part, not the. So Higgimus saves. Higgimus, now you know the
Magic
joy
fist.
of having a meat shield in front of you. Thanks, Braxon.
That's 6 foot meat shield or whatever he is. 5 foot.
Meet Fennis, basically.
I mean, it's enough for Higgimus to only take 6 points of damage. Everyone else takes 12.
Is this like a fireball kind of thing?
Oh
It's
no,
a
no,
gas
it's a
ball.
concussive blast filled with some sort of dust or something like that, as it completely explodes in your face.
How nice.
And Lafdul and Solas got pretty lucky. Completely blocked by the wall there.
When I said that, go. There's 2 more. Oh,
Ranged weapons, maybe?
probably.
2 of these or 2 beholders?
They look
Two
the
of them.
same.
Likely 2 of these.
I think Lafdul's going to draw his bow, I guess.
It is a
It's
new
next
round,
game.
so it is a new new initiative.
Guess.
Varadra, coughing, choking, says, "That wasn't undead."
How long was the lightning bolt that came out of Glitter Times?
It was pretty good length. You're not exactly sure.
Well,
Crossbow, so I don't end up with another explosion.
I'm just thinking, would it bounce off of there, and come back?
Without more either research or experimentation, you will not know for sure.
Well, Braxon tried to shoot a lizard man before,
Mm-hmm.
and it missed.
Well, what I'm saying is that, okay, so you can go by what the map is indicating. You can make some estimations on your own. I'm not telling you one way or the other.
Okay. All right.
Clicked on the wrong short bow. That short bow.
What's the
So it's-
modifier if I'm going to be using my spiritual hammer?
It's the same
just a
weapon speed
Warhammer.
as a Warhammer, yeah. But
Okay.
it is improved by being +1, so that should be 3.
Was it a modifier of 3 to use the lightning?
Yes.
Oh dear.
Okay, Braxton's going to back off to here when... Well, not yet. And can he move and do that?
Yes, you can move your full movement.
Right.
I'm worried about someone getting electrocuted.
Well,
Oh, I hope Higgimus is going first.
anyone still need to roll?
I'm good. I'm nice and slow with my bow and arrow. I'm using +1 arrows, FYI.
I'm
Okay.
I'm gonna be using the bolts from the 4-4. Oh wait, I forgot to roll for that bolt that I fired earlier. See
We'll
if it
do that
survived.
after the fight then.
Okay, or after the session.
Yeah.
I'm not going to be able to do it.
If you don't know the magical properties, I think Old would have to real.
Solas, your turn.
Okay.
We gotta shoot them before they can make it to us.
I don't see anyone at the moment, so I'm going to be repositioning a bit.
I mean, you're not casting a spell. You're just attacking with this, right?
Yeah,
So you can move.
but I don't see any
Right.
of them.
Right. No. So you can move
You know
up to
where
your
they
full
are,
movement.
Oh, they are there. Okay. Well, then I move here and attack.
Okay. Which one?
Closer one.
Okay.
I do get the bless bonus,
Yep.
right?
Are these things silent, by the way? The gas balls.
Yep. You're not hearing a single sound other than your own sounds.
I think that might be a hit.
That is a hit.
It's got adrenaline pumping through Solas there.
So you send your spiritual hammer flying against this one, and it hits, and this one explodes in a violent blast of some sort of dust-like substance. Braxon and Higgimus, you were both moving at the same time.
Does not catch the thing behind it.
It did, but it didn't seem to be affected.
Oh, okay. I am moving right here, and I am tossing one of those magical daggers.
Okay. And Braxon, you were using your lightning
Yeah, he
bolt?
was going to, but I don't think that'll work now.
This was all happening at the same time, so...
Well, Yeah, all right. Okay, well then. Braxon would move back there and fire the lightning bolt.
13.
Do I make an attack roll? In a while since I've done it.
You do not need to make an attack roll. All
So
right.
he wants to fire the lightning bolt that way.
So, Braxon, the lightning bolt does not reach that. But Higgimus's dagger does, and it explodes
Right.
in another violent blast. And I think that's where we'll break the session, as you've had a bit of a fun. Now, Braxon, moving back in there, you can see that the walls are covered in, rather than just stonework, there's some kind of brownish coating, and you feel momentarily colder as you move back there, but then you feel okay.
Oh.
Do you want me to... Are you going to roll, or should I roll for that bolt?
You roll.
Okay, so just a d20?
Yep.
And I want to get... I've never done this before, so...
Basically, you want to get an 11 or higher.
Okay. Okay, so that bolt broke, so I'm down to 19 bolts from that floor.
Yep.
Well,
Okay.
It's not a +3 bolt, put it that way.
All right, so let's go ahead and total up some experience points.
Question.
Yeah?
Did those spore sacks, they didn't look like the ones we previously seen on that ship, the bloat.
They looked the exact same, but they also looked almost the exact same as the undead one.
Okay.
Only as you were aiming at it and you fired, did you kind of realize there's a subtle difference here.
Okay. All right, but these looked like the beholders from before at first glance. Okay.
They not have pupils or something like that.
They very much look the same. That's part of why they're dangerous.
Yeah, somebody's magically created them to look exactly like beholders.
Okay, well, I have to head out, Sandy. You mind PMing me the XP?
Sure.
Okay, see ya.
See you later.
Alright.
So,
All right, and then Braxton went into a room where he got cold, so that's probably a mold of some sort.
yeah.
Just
Braxton's really dying.
I love that reaction when you back off, just terrified. I was like, oh, good God, what's sea scale?
We needed to figure out some kind of fungicide to use on Braxon.
Lafdul's like, yeah, fire. I mean, he's lost his clothes once before. Fire be purged.
Need to
Solas is fine. He's got like a cure-all staff for molds and that. There she is. It
Okay.
disease, blindness, and death.
Real fast. That is going to be for Braxon. 1,410 hit experience points.
Hit points.
Yeah, hit points. That's how much damage he takes.
1,410.
Yep, 1410.
Oh, why the 10? That seems an odd number.
That's up to you to guess at, I guess. Higgimus, that will be 1320. Ockar will get 1,200. Leva 1,200. And Lafdul and Solas 1,200. But also, Lafdul, you get 50 for your priest, and Solas gets 200 for his priest.
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and you guys do recover your those daggers. Let me go ahead and drag you to a different floor so you don't start exploring.
It's like
So
what
little
have you?
trust in us.
Would we ever do
What?
something like that?
Old.
Yes, yes.
Old, why don't you drag us to the top floor?
Why the
so
top
that we
floor?
can-
Oh, the
'cause
level 5?
Let's see that.
Yeah, we cleared that one.
Alright, let me see if I actually
So
have
we
your
could do that.
tokens out. I don't.
So close.
You
I see black.
Well, that's because you don't have tokens out, and I need to pull them out. Give me a second.
So close.
How much more do you need? Ooh. Oh, yeah.
660.
Oh, yeah. That is close.
Yeah. Basically, same amount next time, and it's it.
Less than 12k away.
Ooh.
All right. So you guys can take a gander at what you would have faced.
Yeah, it's very dark up here.
Spider webs, spiders, some undead.
Doors are still locked.
more deadly poison. At
Yes,
Lafdul,
I'll get that stuff cleared up in a minute. Anyway, thank you guys for playing. When we come back next time, we'll see what else is in store for you down in the mines on the Citadel.
Thanks for the game.
So,
Thanks for
thanks
having us.
everyone out there for watching. Thank you guys for playing. We'll be back next week.